Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at one of the best watch purchases I have ever made. This is the Casio W-735H-8AVCF. MSRP for this watch is $34.95. I've had this watch for a little over a year now. Maybe a year and 4 months. I don't exactly remember. But I do remember that I bought this watch from eBay. I think it was, I don't know, $25 and make an offer, and I offered $15 and they accepted it. So after taxes, it was under 16 bucks. Can't beat that, especially for this watch. And not exactly sure what I'm going to call this, but this video, what I'll title it. But I don't know if this watch has changed my life, but it's definitely improved my life, mainly because of the vibration alarm. Well, just because of the vibration alarm. I found that I haven't been waking up on time, or sometimes I'll miss my alarm. Just set the alarm on my phone, and with this thing here vibrating on my wrist, wake up every time. So yes, I do sleep with a watch on my wrist, and it's this watch right here. So definitely worth the $15 it cost me, and definitely worth $35 at the MSRP price. So let's go over some of its features. This module I actually is pretty intuitive. Some other Casios is, I don't know, it seems kind of weird the way you have to go through the menus, but this one here is pretty easy to use. So the home screen here is your home time. I push the mode button here, and now we're in the countdown timer, so you can start this and then it'll count down. Sometimes when I exercise, I use a 1.5 minute rest period, so that's what we have here. You can stop that and then reset it. Then you push this button again and it goes back to the home screen. It doesn't go to the next screen here. So next screen is stopwatch. We all know what a stopwatch is, but just push start, stop, reset, and then I'll push the mode button again and it'll go back to the home screen again. So countdown timer, stopwatch. So alarm, I set for 5 o'clock a.m. Right now the alarm is off, and then I push this button up here, and now the alarm is on. The signal, I think that is SIG for signal. I don't exactly know what that means. I don't use it. Maybe it, yeah, I don't know what that does. Maybe it does a chirp instead of the vibration. Now the alarm is back on again. And then SPL is for split time. I'll show you what that does in a second here. So back to the home screen again. Then the last screen here is your dual time. That's what a DT stands for, so you can set it for different time zone. I don't really use this either. So I'll show you what the split time is there. So back at the, go to the stopwatch here. We'll start it. And then if you push this up here, it goes into split time, so it'll stop. And then you can see it's indicated right there, we're in the split time. Then you can start the time again by pushing this button here. I don't exactly know how you're supposed to use split time. Like I said, the main reason I bought this watch was for the vibration alarm, and it works great for that. So actually I don't want to do that. I want to stop it and then reset. I'll go back to the home screen here. Then you can turn off the vibrating alarm by pushing and holding this button here for 2 seconds. So hopefully you heard that chirp. Now it's in the audible alarm mode, I guess. But again, I'm going to put it back on the vibration. And the watch does vibrate when you turn it back into vibration mode. Alright, so it also does have a high brightness backlight here. Maybe we'll see it with this. Yep. I'll turn off the lights towards the end of the video, at the end of the video, and we can check it out on camera. But the lume is not lume. The backlight is very good on this watch. I have no complaints with that. 10-year battery life, 100-meter water resistance. This is not a mineral crystal like a G-Shock. Like this, for example. This has a mineral crystal. This is just plastic. You may even have some scratches on here. Actually, over a year ago I wore this watch, and only this watch, for about 2 months straight. It's comfortable enough on my wrist. Normally I don't like these straps, but this strap is more comfortable than, well, this is a good G-Shock strap, but the typical G-Shock strap, this watch seems to be a little more comfortable than that. This is a higher quality strap. Still need to video this watch, but anyway, just using it for reference here. That was my UV light I just knocked over. Alright, let's talk about the dimensions on this watch. So we'll call it lug to lug. It's not really that, but lug to lug of this case here, 49.6. The strap, of course, sticks out farther than that. Anyway, 49.6 here. The diameter, I measured at the narrowest, right in between these two grooves here, 44 millimeter. From here to here, I think is about 48 and a half. I didn't really write that down, but it's somewhere around 48 and a half. Thickness, it is a bit thick at 15.5. And lug width, I guess you could put a different strap on here if you wanted. I'm measuring the lug width at 18 millimeter. Would look a little goofy, but if you just use it for what I do, mainly for waking you up in the morning, I guess it doesn't really matter how it looks. And there's the module there, 3416. Watch is made in China. And weight on this. Weight on the watch is 50 grams, so nice and lightweight. Not quite as light as G-Shock. Yeah, I still need to get these out in the sun. But this is, I think, 46, 47 grams. And the plastic on this, actually this is more of a rubberized coating here. This is a hard plastic. It's a cheap feeling watch. It's a cheap looking watch. But again, for the vibration alarm, it works wonderfully. I can highly recommend this watch for helping you wake up in the morning or whatever else you use an alarm for. You definitely will not miss waking up with this watch. Alright, I'll get it on wrist, zoomed in and zoomed out, and then we'll check out the backlight on this thing. Can't go wrong with the $15 Casio. I was going to say G-Shock, but it is not a G-Shock. It is way too big for my wrist, but again, I don't care. Use it for the alarm. The strap almost looks kind of grayish to me compared to the black buckle and tang here, and then the black case. Actually, the reason why I bought this watch over a year and a half ago, just one more watch had a video on the one that he got, and his has like purple lettering. I think this is red or orange. So yeah, here we go on my 6.5 inch wrist with the 52 millimeter wristband. I do try and cinch it down a bit. If it's a little bit looser, you don't feel the vibrating as much, so I try to tighten it down as much as I can without losing circulation in my hand, my arm. And oh yeah, also this is a neat feature too. It has these two windows here. It's just counting down the seconds. So something a little extra to look at. I don't care for the screws on here, but again, I really don't care about the looks. Okay, let's zoom out here. And we'll shut off the lights and we can check out the backlight. It really is a good backlight on this. Maybe even more so than... Oh, this G-Shock came back on. Maybe I'll try and compare these two. Yeah, I'll get these out in the light one of these days. And I still haven't fixed that pin there. I was wearing this watch on my right arm just all the time, and ever since it broke on me, I haven't worn another watch on my right arm. All right, let's pause the video and we'll check out the backlight. Sorry, I guess I should mention, though it's probably pretty obvious, the backlight, you can just push this button here, turns the backlight on, and the typical G-Shock, you just have the 4 buttons here, and you use this one up here to turn the light on. So I think having a separate button for the light really simplifies the use of this watch, because then you have both of these buttons here for different functions. So anyway, with that said, I'll pause the video, and this time we'll come back with the backlight. Alright, well, hopefully I'm in frame here. I can't really see what I'm doing, but there we go. So the backlight's pretty good on that. Let's try this one here. Might be pushing the wrong button. They switch it around. It's not working because it's not charged up enough. So let's try this other one here. More premium G-Shock. One of these buttons will finally get it. Alright, I think this one's not charged up enough either. So anyway, I guess you have to trust me, the lume is really good on this watch. Backlight, sorry, not lume. So anyway, that will conclude this haphazard, not very planned out well video, but I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want a vibrating watch to wake you up, this definitely will do the ticket. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. Like the video if you've liked it, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this watch. And I'm totally happy with the purchase of this thing. One more look at it here. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Yeah, this does spring out a bit.